Dylan! You son of a bitch.
I gotta toughen up. Yeah! Oh, God, that felt good. Yeah!
Come on, boy, cut that out. You're making me sick.
Hey!
What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Huh? Had enough?
Make it easy on yourself, Dutch.
Yeah, what happened?
They wouldn't let me play on the Pro Tour anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because you're black?
Hell no. Damn alligator bit my hand off.
Oh, my God!
Yeah. And how come you passed on Libya, huh?
Oh, that wasn't my style.
You got no style, Dutch. You know that. Come on. Why'd you pass?
Just think of it this way. Other team pull a goalie. It's wide open. All you gotta do is tap it in.
I can do that.
Contender, and they all say the same thing. 5 weeks just isn't enough time to get into shape.
Oh, shape nothing, man. They're afraid. Hell, they know everybody in the world's gonna see this fight, and none of them got a prayer whipping me. So they're making excuses so they don't have to be the chump to get whipped in front of the whole civilized world.
Our blasters are useless against him.
Hey, let's make the baby do the magic hand thing. Come on, baby. Do the magic hand thing. I'm out of ideas. I'm not.
Harry?
Chill out. You looking for me?
Barbecue, huh? How do you like your ribs?
Shut up, Happy. Don't feel bad about me. I got my hand back, see? We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises.
Wow, we are back live. Thank you guys for joining. Happy Friday to everyone. Rest in peace to Carl Weathers. I'm sure everyone has heard the news today. Awesome actor in a ton of different roles, movies. I literally just put that together a couple minutes ago, and I know I'm missing a bunch of movies, but I just wanted to put something, little homage to him, as he is definitely one of my favorite actors. Gone too soon. But Caveman, it is so good to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. No, you haven't been feeling too great.
Well, this was not the way for Carl Weathers today, sadly.
Yeah.
If anybody gets that reference, he is in The Mandalorian. So.
Yep. But how are you doing, man? You feeling good?
Yep, I'm doing all right. Doing a lot better.
I'm glad to hear it. Good to see you again. Just came up with this stream a couple hours ago. Been pretty lazy. Have not done my January haul video. Haven't done a lot of different things as we are working on some other things in the background we might mention later on. But we'll see who's in the chat, see if anyone's here. We'll go through like 2 rounds just of stuff that we picked up for the month of January. Possibly talk about some movies we watched, possibly not. We'll just see how it goes. Just kind of bullshitting here. So let's go see who is here. We got Mark the Shark. Much love and aloha. Much love to you, Mark. He's a new subscriber. Kind of just found him randomly. Good dude. Go check out his channel if you haven't. Not really. He's not physical media, but just an all-around cool dude. But good to see you here. At least commenting. Appreciate it. Much love, brother. We got Chris C, the slasher dude. Evening all / alike. What's going on, Chris? Appreciate it. Enjoyed your stream. I think it was last night of the videos you watched in January. That was awesome. Glad to see you here. We got Corey in the house. Wilkie's Movies and Music. Hey, all. Hey, Corey. I saw him over in the stream with, I'm losing my mind here today. Dave and John over at Spirits and Spirits. They're together. I don't know if you caught that, Caveman. But...
No, I did. I meant to. I know that they were supposed to be in person or.
Yeah. Yeah, Dave's out in Colorado visiting John, and yeah, they were doing they looked like they were getting pretty drunk, taking shots and stuff. Looked like a good time. I know they were inviting people onto their show, so if we didn't do the stream, I probably would have jumped on, but um, maybe next time. We got Pat Master. Reed, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing
Hey,
well.
Pat.
Good to see you here. Saying hi to Chris. We got Holland Oates. Sup, Reed? What's going on, Holland? Good to see
Hey,
you here
Holland.
as always. Hope everyone's weekend is starting off well.
That always means we can begin whenever we
Yep. Exactly. I love it. It's official now. Saying hi to Mark. Rest in peace, Mr. Weathers. Yes, absolutely. And if you guys have any movies that you absolutely love Carl Weathers in, I know a lot of us, obviously the Rocky movies, Predator. I really enjoy Happy Gilmore, as you could tell from the intro. Let us know in the comments. I barely just seen Action Jackson. I really enjoyed that movie, but he's been in a ton of movies. We got Miss Caveman. Evening. How are you doing? Good to see you here as always. Supporting. Chris saying hi to Miss Caveman. Rest in peace. Yes. Yeah, so I'm wondering, it kind of sucks, doesn't it, now, Caveman, now that I think about it and it's sunk in. They haven't started production of that Mandalorian movie, most likely. It was pre-production just a little bit ago, so I'm assuming he's not going to be in it. And if it is, it's just some part that they recorded.
But also, I don't know how much because they're supposed to be they're supposed to be doing the movie and the fourth and final season.
Oh,
correct?
They are?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So,
I thought the movie was kind of the conclusion, but they are going to do a fourth season?
No, they're supposed to be sadly, the next season will be the last one. But I think the kind of the misdirection that they went in season 3 kind of truncated anything that we might have gotten any more further. But
do you know if the movie is going to come before the show or vice versa? Is it going to be the season then the movie?
yeah, I think the season 4 was already in production.
Okay, so
when they announced that they're going to do the movie, the Grogu Mandalorian movie. So that it might be like a final button in the coffin or whatever.
Yeah.
When they decide to release it, or who knows, they might want to. If the movie does well, it would say that they would make sequels to that, right? So,
yeah, exactly right. Another 2 movies, who knows, or more, depending. Mark the Shark still here saying aloha to you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Always trying to check out his live streams that are random. Got Miss Caveman saying hey to Chris and Corey, saying hi to Mark, saying hey to Miss Caveman. Aloha, much love. Mikey, what's going on? I finally caught you in a live chat. I know you're always working. You're probably working right now. It's so good to see you, bro. Take a drink for you.
I'm drinking the hard stuff.
Oh, there you go, man. Hard stuff right there. That stuff dissolves batteries.
Yeah.
But Mikey, good to see you. I know Sean is doing his normal watch along on Friday, so totally understand if you're bouncing back and forth. Good to see you, bro. Chris C saying hi to Mikey. Daikatana 65. Rest in peace, Carl. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for stopping by. I don't think I've seen you in this chat in a long time, or maybe I have. It just feels so long. I don't do this enough. I apologize. I've seen you in other live streams though. Saying hi to Chris. Good to see my brother Caveman here. Yeah, absolutely. He is still alive and kicking. Good to see him. Just giving a thumbs up. We got Anthony's Horn More. Hey, reading guy. What's up, chat? What's going on, Anthony?
Yeah.
Man, he's been in streams every day, it seems like.
Yeah.
I know he was with Gizmo last night, with Pops the other night. I can't even keep track of everyone these days. But, man, good to see you here. Hope you're having a good weekend.
And if people haven't, they need to go.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. See, I'm terrible at this stuff. If you haven't voted for Anthony's Horn More for the horror YouTuber of the month, I don't think you can anymore because it's February. now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But I guess, Anthony, if you're still here, let us know. Or if anyone knows if those results are already in. I know I did vote for him, but man, I have not kept up with that. There was a lot of great YouTube creators in this month's contest. So hopefully Anthony won it, but we'll see, I guess. Let us know in the comments. I just thought of that. Like, it's February. I don't think we can vote anymore. We got Gizmo saying, "Hey, Reed. Hey, good to see you, Gizmo. Hey, Reed, any plans on taking a trip over my house tonight?" And then he's saying, "Hey, Caveman, hope you're good, my friend." I don't think so. He's referring to the Microsoft Flight Simulator that I play.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to during the daytime again, because that is a lot of fun. So if you ever got a blizzard or a snowstorm happening, let me know, and I'll take a flight out there, see what's going on.
So
But
but you'll have to do it like 12 hours before or whatever.
yeah, that's the thing that always throws me off is the time difference. Yeah.
Because if you guys want to see it, Reed actually flew over the cave and crashed into the horses.
Yep.
So
Yep. I do have a live stream of me playing Flight Simulator, and we flew a helicopter and a plane right around the cave. Saw it a couple times, and every time I tried to land, we
took out horses.
We took out some horses. Chris saying hi to Gizmo. Gizmo saying I was before you, Anthony, so I won. Good to see all you guys here. I don't know what to expect. I don't promote this stuff. I don't plan this out days or weeks in advance. This is literally just, let's do it. So I appreciate anyone showing up. We got 11 people here. Appreciate if you guys hit the like button. If you guys can stay in, that'd be great. If not, I understand. Time is precious. But I am happy that all of you have at least stopped by and said, hey, do really appreciate it. Chris saying hi to Anthony.
Anthony, why don't you post how many subscribers you have? Because I know that part of the push for the horror YouTuber is to get people that have like under 1,000 subscribers. So anybody that's watching this like on a replay or whatever, not only vote for Anthony, but go over there and subscribe to him too.
Absolutely. And I'm sure being at least even nominated, even if he doesn't win, just being nominated, I'm sure he's gained quite a few subscribers from getting the nomination, which is cool. Chris saying his Vinegar Syndrome order just shipped, got the email. Nice. Yeah, I guess it's everyone who's a subscriber gets it way before everyone else. So you're on the bottom of the totem pole. But hey, it's good to hear it's shipped. Hopefully it gets to you all in one piece. They're usually really good with their packaging.
I haven't checked it out yet, but I did see a post earlier on Instagram about Orbit DVD Vinegar Syndrome clearance sale. So I haven't checked out their website yet to see what it is. But
did that just happen today?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I'll have to check that out. Anthony commenting back to Gizmo. My comment came in first, Gizmo, so I win. His did come in first, so that's what's up. Miss Caveman saying hi to Holland, Gizmo, Anthony. Just love the love out there, man. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. Anthony saying, yo, Chris and Miss Caveman. Not on my side, Anthony, so I win. You're a little further away, so I guess it was just a half-second delayed. That's funny. Love Happy Gilmore and Predator, of course. Yeah. If I had more time, I would have done that video a lot better. But I just wanted to throw something together to show some love to him. But yeah, dude, every movie that I've seen him in, I haven't seen a lot of them, but everyone I've seen him in, I mean, I usually love it.
Yeah, I totally forgot about Happy Gilmore.
How do you forget about Happy Gilmore?
Well, Carl. I mean, I would think of that movie more for like Bob Barker and.
Oh, okay, yeah. Or Adam Sandler, I guess. But yeah, I always think of Happy Gilmore when someone says Carl Weathers. I know a lot of people go right to Rocky or Predator, but for me, it's always Happy Gilmore for whatever reason. Saying hey to Miss Caveman, Corey, Anthony, Gizmo. Don't make us separate you two again. Yes. Mikey's saying I don't even like golf, but I love Happy Gilmore. I thank you, amen. I do appreciate golf now in my older age, as I'll laugh and say. But yeah, back when I first saw it, I did not like golf at all. But I was big into hockey, so that kind of drew me to it, since Happy was a hockey player before. But yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people. And a lot of people who don't play golf don't really watch golf movies, but a lot of them can go to Happy Gilmore and have a good time. At least I think so. It's that 90s comedy is so good. Chris saying evening to Corey. How are you? Holland saying hey to Miss Caveman. Everyone's saying hey. Corey saying hey to Chris. Corey Gizmo started it. What's up, Holland? Everyone's saying hey. Anthony just walking the dog with his temper. I need to cool him down a bit. Hey, Corey. I watched you in the chat last night after we got rude to you. I didn't stick around for that whole stream last night, but you guys were showing off a lot of great releases and talking movies that you guys watched recently. Good stuff. Gizmo, sorry. There is no tomorrow. We have Sharon Rowland. Hey, Spicy, how are you doing? I'm making jewelry right now. Good to see you in here as well. She is a new subscriber. I know I met her through Mark the Shark's channel, so I do appreciate you on here. Keep doing your thing. But yeah, thanks for the support. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we can entertain you a little bit while you're working. Yeah, the voting is closed, so we'll see as soon as Cody announces it officially. Okay, cool. So he's going to come out with the video that shows the announcement. So I would assume that would be coming this weekend. Maybe not, but it should be soon. So good luck, Anthony. You deserve it, man. Gizmo, I voted for all the other people except Anthony. I don't know that, but they deserve my vote. That's messed up. I think he's kidding, but
that means Brad's gonna come get you.
Yeah, right. Is that what he said?
Well, no, just every stream that Brad promotes, Anthony, he always says, "No, I'm going there and I'm looking and I'm seeing who's voting and who's not voting." You know, giving people
okay. That's funny.
Just warning Gizmo, if he goes there, he's got to deal with Brad. You know.
I know that you would never do that, Gizmo. You voted for your boy. Yes, sir. Holland, I chose not to vote for Anthony after he said Exorcist Believer was better than the original. Wow. Wow. Did I miss that stream? Is that a joke? Like, I know some people don't care for The Exorcist at all, but I watched Believer. It wasn't terrible, but I just wouldn't put it on the same level as the original by any stretch. But to each his own. I've gained 39 subscribers since I was nominated by Cody for Horror Tubi of the Month. Not too bad. No, not bad at all, dude. That's awesome. Congrats. Oh, yeah. So at least it's if anything, it's free publicity. I can't even talk. Publicity.
Right.
I've already had too many Pacificos, apparently. Gizmo, yeah, you got me. My vote was declined because I was not mad enough, but at least I tried. You guys crack me up. You guys are funny. That's great, Anthony. Yep. The price is wrong, Bob. That is such a great quote from Happy Gilmore. I think that's right before he uppercuts him.
Yeah. I was trying to see if there's any projects that Carl Weathers, like on IMDb, where they show. Sometimes they'll show like upcoming projects, but
some of the upcoming movies that he. Oh,
yeah, but I don't. The last thing I see him in is The Mandalorian for 9 episodes.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw it in the intro, but I had one little 10-second clip of him in The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, where he was just telling Grogu to do the hand thing.
Oh.
Do the hand thing. Oh, I'm out of ideas. That's pretty much all he says because he's just waving. Sharon's saying hi to Mark. Reed, careful talking about your older age. I know. I had to say it. It was a joke. It was a joke. I don't mean to offend anyone. Or do I? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Sharon, you're so very much welcome. Thank you. You are very welcome. Anyone seen Dinosaurs Alive from 2007? Dinosaurs alive. That does not ring any bells. I love me some dinosaurs, but that does not ring any bells. Caveman, look that up. Let me know. Is that
Someday.
animated? Or is that like some international movie I never heard of? I never said that Exorcist Believer was better than the original. Holland is smoking that good shit. I did enjoy Exorcist Believer, though. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Dude, I'll watch Believer over Skinamarink any day. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's better than the original. So,
I went to that one stream that you recommended the other day. And,
which
the old guy, he usually does it during the daytime.
Patrick? Have Cheetah Will View?
Yes, yeah.
Well,
'Cause they were. He was discussing something, I think, with was it Jamie Hill?
yeah, probably.
He was talking about Skinamarink, and they were like professing their love for it. And I'm like,
Oh yeah. I know Patrick is a big fan of it. I definitely disagree with that, but I still love him. I thought Jamie wasn't a big fan of it. I thought she was against Skinamarink. I know some people are all about it, and then other people like myself don't. I couldn't watch that again. It's just the longest hour and 40 minutes of my life. But it'll be interesting. That's a director I think is his debut. I'd be curious to see what he does next, if it's kind of in the same vein or if it's going to be something completely different. But I'm sure he's made tons of money off of it. Whatever.
well, Dinosaurs Alive technically isn't a movie.
No?
No, it's
Why does that look so familiar?
well, it's like an IMAX thing. It's like I guess you would see it like if you went to like
Interesting.
a museum or whatever. They had like IMAX, but it's got Michael Douglas as the narrator.
Oh, so it's just like a dinosaur documentary.
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen that, but I'll be down to check that.
Go, giants roam the earth.
Turn the volume down, but
Huh. I mean, if it's about dinosaurs, I'm down. Like,
looks like some CGI, some.
yeah, some cheesy.
Actual-
Well, I mean, it's from 07, so I can't expect anything too great. Yeah, that might put me right to sleep. They got Attenborough narrating it.
Oh no, it's Michael Douglas.
Oh, that's what. See, I'm losing my mind. Holland saying he's walking the dog. There, and speaking of the devil, there's Patrick here for the Mountain West baseball chat. Gee, I haven't been paying attention to any of that. Let me know what's going on with that. SDSU is usually pretty good, but I don't know what they've been doing lately. But it's funny, you were just talking about Patrick and he shows up.
Right.
I'll be walking the dog soon, Holland. Mark saying aloha to Patrick. Anthony, are you going to be walking your dog or walking? You guys are hilarious. Yes, I interviewed Jamie. So what I was thinking, he did an interview with Jamie Hart, who's a YouTuber, a while back, and they were talking about Skinamarink, and she didn't like it. He just interviewed Jamie Hill, who was in the movie. So obviously she probably liked the movie because she was in it. But I didn't catch that interview, unfortunately, so I'll have to check it out. You watched it, Caveman, or part of it?
I watched part of it, yeah.
Chris saying, I still need to watch Skinamarink. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't for me. A little too weird. But some people really enjoy it. I'd definitely check it out. Form your own opinion on it. Not one I would buy and put in the physical media collection, but
yeah,
everyone's different. Mikey's saying I haven't watched it yet because of all the bad reviews, and I hate that. I hate that like people like just stay away from movies because they hear it's bad, and then there's so many movies where I felt like that's the same thing. It's like I hear nothing but bad things, and then I watch. I'm like, that wasn't that bad. Like it's not as bad as they made it seem. But I get it. Give it a watch if it ever is on streaming. You can watch it for free. I'm sure it'll be on Shudder at some point if it isn't already.
Yeah.
Just so you can give your own opinion on it. Maybe you agree with everyone or a lot of people who don't like it or not. Some people do like it. Gizmo, he will never tell Corey. Chris asking what's better, Skinamarink or the Outwater. So I have never seen the Outwater, so I can't comment on that. Have you seen the Outwaters?
No. Skinamarink is streaming on
Hulu
and AMC Plus.
All right. So yeah, anyone out there who hasn't seen it, if you have Hulu or AMC Plus, looks like it is available to watch. So give it a watch and let us know what you think. I'm just gonna walk the dog. You guys are funny. The Blu-ray of Dinosaur Alive cost $2, so I was thinking of grabbing it. Yeah, I mean for $2, it's just. How long was that? Was it like 40 minutes? Is that what I saw?
Minutes. Yeah.
So it's pretty short, but hey, if you like dinosaurs and you like Michael Douglas's soothing voice, sounds like a win-win.
Although it didn't sound like the voice that was being used during the narration of the when I first turned it down, so we wouldn't get copyright or whatever. That voice didn't sound like Michael Douglas. So I don't know if they sometimes they have like a trailer voice guy that, like the guy that does or did the voice for Prime. He does. He's like a voiceover actor or whatever for like commercials and stuff, or not commercials, but like movie trailers.
Oh, okay.
Big suspense action, and he's like got the gravelly voice. And
you're talking like the guy from like the 90s and like the early 2000s that was doing all the movie trailers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I don't know if you know who Pablo Francisco is. He was a stand-up comedian, but he could do that voice to a T.
Oh,
like
really?
Perfectly. Yeah. And like most of his skit was always doing voices. He could do Arnold Schwarzenegger very well, but he could always do that movie trailer voice guy. And so he would just go through a bunch of movies that he makes up. But anyway, random topic, but Patrick saying Skinamarink is a good movie, very experimental. I know Patrick likes it. I don't know. I'd give it another watch just to try it, but it was so hard to get through that movie for sure. For me, have you seen it, Caveman?
No, I don't do horror, so that one's like a.
It's experimental. It's not really horror. There's a lot of. Yeah, I won't even get into it. Patrick saying aloha to Mark. Patrick and Gizmo saying, Patrick, interview Mr. Hardware. That is cool. Yeah, Jamie Hart didn't like it at all. Yeah, okay. So that's where I kind of like got them mixed up, so I apologize. But I remember him talking to Jamie Hart, she not liking it. Patrick is asking, who is Mr. Hardware? Stanley. Dinosaur Alive, wasn't that an IMAX release? Yeah, it looked like it from the that picture that Caveman showed. Corey saying everyone's showing their Kindergarten Cop and Conan 4Ks. I'm over here getting in my $2 used Blu-rays of End of Days, and hey man, it's an underrated movie. Not many people talk about.
Yeah,
I can't even think of the last time I saw End of Days. Freaking Arnold, underrated Arnold movie, or just underappreciated. Yeah, I'm kind of frustrated at Kino. I pre-ordered Kindergarten Cop months ago, and because I pre-ordered The Last Castle with it, Kino's had issues with The Last Castle. They haven't even gotten it in stock yet. So because of that, they have not shipped my Kindergarten Cop. So The Last Castle should be coming in to Kino sometime, I guess, early next week, because they said later this week or early next week, and I haven't gotten any email. So I'm assuming early next week.
When you do finally watch that, would like to have a conversation with you, because that's a really great movie.
Yeah, you were saying that. I'm very curious about it, but yeah, it irks me with Kino when they do that stuff. Like I pay, well, if you buy over $50, they give you free shipping, but they're not going to split up your order if there's an issue with one of them or if it gets delayed. Right. So I haven't gotten my Kindergarten Cop, so I'm disappointed in that, but I can wait. As long as I get that slip. Gizmo saying I love End of Days and I only have it on DVD. Bragging. Stop bragging, Corey.
there's also the movie that I don't know why I always associate with End of Days, but Stigmata.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, you just
And I keep
I don't.
I can't think. I can't remember. Is that just is Stigmata Al Pacino or is
I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't seen Stigmata, but I kind of understand what you're saying. Like as far as I think it came out around the same time, and is
similar story? That well, it has Stigmata has um, Patricia Arquette,
yep.
Gabriel Byrne, Jonathan Price, Nia Long.
And you've seen that movie?
Yes, it's been a long time ago.
I was like, that's a supernatural horror film.
Yeah, I'm like I've seen like a bunch of vampire movies, and like I really enjoy True Blood and that whole
Oh, the show.
yeah.
Did you ever see 30 Days a Night?
No, is that the one you guys have been talking about, or they were talking? There's 28 weeks, and it's just like 28 years or something.
28 days later, 28 weeks later is completely. 30 Days a Night is a vampire movie with Josh Hartnett that takes place in Alaska when they don't have any. Yeah, when they like in the middle of winter when they don't have any daylight.
Okay.
It's pretty good though. It's underrated. If you're into the vampire kind of stuff, I mean, it is kind of horrorish, so I don't know if you'd like it. But Me Too, Corey, just wait; it will be back in stock. Sir Patrick saying, right. I need to get Richard's body of work. Is no. We got Cal L. Daly in here. What's going on, Cal? Good to see you, man. Hey guys, Spicy Reed and Caveman, sir. Good to see you here, making time for us while you're saving the world.
Yeah.
Holland saying hi to Cal. Anthony, damn Corey, that's a great deal on that Blu-ray. Awesome movie. Yeah, dude, $2? Like, come on. Was that brand new or is that used? Did I miss the used part in that comment? But still, $2.
Yeah.
All day. Corey saying hey to Cal. We got Chris saying just picked up some good stuff from Wally World and Big Lots. Nice. Oh yeah, man. Everyone is like, they always show these Big Lot hauls, and it just pisses me off because I have Big Lots, and they don't have physical media in my Big Lots. Like, there's 2 or 3 stores near me, and none of them carry movies. They used to, like 10 years ago, but not anymore. But that's awesome that you still got some up there on your northern side of California. I know some people don't have Big Lots at all. Do you have Big Lots in your area?
Yeah.
You do. And they have movies there still?
Well, we actually there was a new one that was built in a town that's like 15 minutes from the house, and they have movies there, so that's been nice. But then whenever I'm just out running around, or if I'm going into a different town or whatever, I try to hit different Big Lots when I can to just see what they have that's different.
Yeah.
The problem is when usually I'm making those trips, usually isn't the same time that coincides with their coupon deal.
So. Gotcha. But I mean, even without like the coupon deal, like, aren't movies there pretty cheap usually?
Yeah, you can get they have like a lot of older Disney Marvel 4Ks that are like $10 to $12.
And they're 4Ks?
Yeah.
They got 4Ks at Big Lots? I didn't know that.
They don't have slipcovers on them or anything, but
no, that's fine.
But you can find like I've seen Captain America movies there. I've seen Lion King, like the 4K animation.
Wow.
A bunch of different.
That's cool. You just don't know what you're going to find on any given day.
Right. Because there was one I stopped at that was off the beaten path, and I finally picked up the steelbook of the Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
So
I,
that steelbook, I found it at the Mega Replay, which is like 90 minutes away from us. But that's where the Second and Charles is that I can go to sometimes. And they had one that was all dented up and everything, and they were asking like $15 for it. And I was looking at it, I was trying to figure out, well, I wonder if I get it for less, if I could, hammer out some of these dents or whatever. And they just absolutely refused to negotiate or anything on that. But then I found out later that you can get it brand new at Big Lots for like $11.
with no dents in it.
Yeah, with no dents in it. So
Mega Replay sounds familiar. I think Tim at Tim Talks Talkies just did a haul video at a Mega Replay. Probably not the same one, but
well, the one that does one person that I know of that does it a lot that actually told me about that area is Movies with Ryan.
oh, okay, yeah, he does a lot of Second and Charles, right?
Yeah, well, he's got a Mega Replay. He's in Evansville, Indiana, so he's got Mega Replay, a bunch of them there. I don't know if there's any Second and Charleses that are there.
Okay.
But he's every once in a while drives to Owensboro, Kentucky, which is a town that's like 90 minutes west of here.
Nice. That's
So,
cool.
yeah. So whenever he does those videos where he's like showing what's on the shelves, I'm like looking and for like steelbooks and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you know what to go down there for?
Yeah.
If you see something in his video.
Yeah.
Cal saying oatmeal, what up? Anthony saying what's up to Cal. Corey, hey Cal. Gizmo, I've seen all of his films, and Hardware is one of my favorite. I have the ultimate release of its 6 disc that costs $400. Jesus. Dang.
Which one is he talking about?
He mentioned earlier that Patrick should interview Mr. Hardware.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then he said Stanley, so I didn't know if those were going together or not. I might have missed that. But Cal saying what up to Anthony. Patrick saying In the Days is Wicked. Yeah, that's a one I need to watch again. It's been a long time since I've seen that. That and that's one I haven't seen in a while. I haven't seen Eraser in a while, and I haven't seen The Sixth Day in a while.
Yeah.
Or is it The Sixth Day? Is that right? What's the one where he clones himself? Is that it?
No.
What I can't.
No.
Think.
6 Day is.
It is okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was, but yeah, those are 3 I haven't seen in a long time. Slasher Chris, what up? Yeah, Patrick, it's a good one. Talking about End of Days. Chris C. I just got House of the Devil as well. Didn't know Dark Sky Films released that. There are a secret boutique label. Not familiar with that. I think I've heard Dark Sky Films, but I know I don't have any. But yeah, let us know how that is. Secret boutique label. I know Brad was mentioning some new boutique label, but on our last stream, but then he forgot what it was. So I don't know if that's the same thing or not. Patrick, that is very cool, Gizmo. Sharon, Spicy, I got to go. My sister's calling me. I'll catch you later. Okay. Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Hope all is well.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you, Sharon. This caveman, Gabriel Byrne. Is she referring to Stigmata? Yep. Patrick saying Dark Sky releases some real gems. Okay. Well, I'll have to check that out for sure. Yep, she's saying Stigmata. Chris, I have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Henry, and Now House of the Devil. Nice. Dude. 30 Days a Night is a vamp film. It's great. Yeah. I saw that in theaters. I love that. 30 Days a Night is a good one. Yeah. I would definitely agree. Chris C. Aaron Paul's in it too, I think, or Foster. I forget. Is he really? It wouldn't surprise me. Should everyone have a super great weekend? More to see y'all later. Yep. You too, Sharon. Appreciate the love and support. Hope you have a good one. Patrick, still hunting down True Blood. Got the first 3 seasons. Used to be in every thrift store, but not anymore. Damn. I would think they would have like full sets of that now, right? I mean, they're not doing that show anymore. It's been done for a while. So don't they have like the complete Blu-ray set or something? But yeah, it might be tough to find in a thrift store for sure. No, I get that. Saying night to Sharon. Dollar store doesn't have shit for me. Patrick, how are you? Mark saying good night. Mark, great. Yeah, Chris, Dollar Tree seems to have gotten out of the movie business. Mark saying it's all how you make it. Absolutely, man. Make every day kick ass, and it will be. Chris C saying 4Ks are like $5, and they have Disney Blu-rays with slips sometimes. Damn. See, that's what I'm talking about. I don't think I've ever gotten a $5 4K, but that would be nice. One day. Patrick's saying that Green Lantern Steelbook is cool as hell. Yeah, see, that's another movie. Like, I remember watching it, but it's been so long since I've seen it with Ryan Reynolds. Every time you mention Green Lantern, I think of the animated DC movies. Because those I've seen more recently. Chris saying, I got my Green Lantern Steel off of Groove and it was bent. Dude, you know, I've heard that so many times from people with Groove. I don't know if you've had any experience with that, Caveman, but I know every time Groove has a sale and those steelbooks on sale, I always hear at least 2 or 3 people say that their steelbook comes damaged, and then they'll return it and they'll give them another one and it'll be damaged again. I've bought steelbooks from Groove and never had an issue, but I've heard it repeatedly from other people.
I haven't had an issue. The last thing I did from them was when I got the one driving car movie that they had, Duel.
Yeah, Duel. Yeah, I got that.
I haven't watched that yet, but I ordered a couple other steelbooks at the same time.
Green Lantern Steelbook was at Dollar Tree. That's where I got mine. Damn. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll just get. There's only a couple more comments, and then we'll go ahead and show off what we picked up for the month. I wish I could find steelbooks at discount stores, man. Richard Stanley directed Hardware. Okay, so that's who he's referring to as who he should interview. Now it makes sense. Cal referencing Kindergarten Cop. There is no bathroom.
My favorite line that kills me every time is, "It's not a tumor."
Yeah, that's like the most famous one, right? For sure. It's not a tumor. Who are you? I am you. Who am I? You are me. Arnold is fun in the 6th day. It's pretty ridiculous. I just remember it being ridiculous and not his best movie, but I had a blast with it. But it's been so long. That's one I need to.
I really enjoyed that. Butcher. I can't think of his name right now. But the guy that played his partner in that redheaded guy.
Michael Rooker or Tony Goldwyn? That's just the first couple people that popped up when I looked it up. But if you're ready, Caveman, you want to just start? Let's see if I can figure this out. Why did it do? There we go.
Not everything's here that I've gotten, but
no worries, just whatever.
But one of my last runs to Best Buy.
Nice. Have you seen that yet?
Yeah, I have. It's really good.
Yep. Avatar.
Another thing I wanted to check out on this too is that there's some type of video game. It's there, the red tag. uh,
Yep.
include some type of trial thing for the PS5. So I definitely
Yeah, you get like a bunch of credits if you have the new Gran Turismo game on PS5. It gives you, if once you open it up, you'll get your
Right.
digital code, but then it'll have another code for PS5. That is pretty cool.
And I picked this up. This
Hell yeah, dude, that
came
is nice.
from Amazon France.
That's awesome. That's freaking nice. I I don't understand why they didn't do a U.S. edition of the Steelbook, but
Yeah, I don't understand their logic and all that for sure. And on the same order, ordered this. Now they did release a U.S. steelbook of the first movie, but then the second movie and the third have only had UK or overseas.
okay. You have the other two on Steelbook as well?
Yes. Yeah. And then ordered this for Miss Caveman. And I might actually watch it too. I've watched Child's Play for the first time this year, so
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was more of a, to me, it was more of a slasher. I mean, other than he was a satanic puppet, that was really like the only really horror that is part of that movie, I thought. But,
Yeah, I think it. I mean, you liked it. I think you like Megan. Megan's pretty good. It
yeah.
surprised me.
Well, the reason why I say that is because I've heard that reference made. And then, of course, when this was one of those that was released at first on Blu-ray only, and I just decided not to, do those steps anymore where they release something on Blu-ray and then.
Yeah, unless
I've,
you.
I've done it with some steelbooks that might get 4Ks, but.
Yeah, I would only say unless you like absolutely love the movie and you have to have it, then I guess you can do it. But yeah, it's kind of like Thanksgiving that just came out on Blu-ray. 4K and a 4K Steelbook is coming at some point,
Right.
probably during Thanksgiving of this year.
And then this was a Christmas gift from Miss Caveman's.
That's a solid dude. That's such a good movie. So good.
And then I found this connection of a guy that works at a Walmart on Facebook. Met him through Nate, 1080p or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I met up with this guy, and he found the movie, and I just paid him like $5 extra plus shipping or whatever to get it sent to me. But this is the Walmart version of it.
The
I
Blu-ray.
missed out on the 4K steelbook that you got, Reed.
I like that. I like that artwork. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I did watch this one, but I need to watch it with Miss Caveman or she's gonna shoot me. And one of the last ones I'll show for this round is another one I got from Amazon France.
Nice. I still have yet to see that movie.
Yeah, I've seen part of it, but they ship these things in stiff envelopes.
Oh,
And
I hate that.
yeah, and they came all that way from France. So
It still looks okay, even though it hasn't been unwrapped.
Well, this one I'm a little worried about.
Uh-oh.
That,
Yeah.
feels like that's just the J card, or I think I could flatten that out, but there's not, all I can maybe do is get some credit from him. Because if I ship it back, that'll be my expense, and then
Yeah, it'll be more than it cost.
yeah, but at least get the movie on 4K, and
Yeah.
yeah. When they do come with like all these that come from overseas, they're missing the digital code print thing on the top, and
Yeah, I kind of always ponder why that is. I guess it's just because it's international, and those digital codes are only really good in the U.S.
I think
It
it's
seems like.
probably because I wonder if people get the different server locks or server things where they can like pick where they're saying their location is.
Yeah, VPN.
Yeah, the VPN.
Just change their location.
If those guys that are over there, if they can change their location to be
In America, then you would think it would work, right?
they could probably stream them, I guess.
You know, that's how it works. But it's like it works fine on my laptop when I do stuff like that. But if I do it on my phone, even if my phone has a VPN, which I do have a VPN app, it still knows that I'm not where I say I am. So it won't work. Yeah, a lot of the sports that I watch that are local, they'll black it out because I don't have the channel. But they're like, "Oh, you should have the channel." But if I VPN to Colorado or Arizona, then all of a sudden I get it. But when I do it on my phone, even if it's on, it's just like, no, we know where you are. Like, is that it for your first round?
Yeah,
that was solid. That was pretty much. Was that all steel books?
Yes.
Dang.
I have some non-steelbook stuff to show, and one of these may come up later if we decide to talk about it more. But
Okay, for sure. All right. Well, I will go. I'm like looking like I have one steelbook. Usually I'm just full of steelbooks. This month started off really, really slow for me personally. There wasn't too many big releases in the first half of January. So I know the first kind of stuff that I picked up was just Paramount. I showed this off in a video, but the first ones I picked up for the month were just on sale 4Ks from late in the year last year. So Trading Places was $13. Picked this one up. It's a movie I enjoy watching. I watched it. It doesn't really age too well, but it's still funny. Some people might be offensive to it, which I totally understand.
That's from Best Buy for $13.99, or
it was Amazon. I think Amazon just matches anyone who has a sale pretty much. But I got them from Amazon. But I know Best Buy was advertising it too for I think the same price, and this one as well. Rosemary's Baby. I don't know if Mikey's still here. He absolutely hates this cover. I know a lot of people do. I don't mind it. It looks good in person, but thankfully you don't watch the slip cover. You watch the movie. It's a classic horror movie. It is kind of slower paced, but good payoff at the end, I think. And just another thing, these all came with Blu-rays and digitals. Paramount seems to like randomly pick what movies get a Blu-ray. A lot of times it seems like they just put the 4K in and they add a digital code and there's no Blu-ray. But these actually have some bonus features. None of them are new, but at least there's something on there. So this month I've gotten 2 new labels that I've never bought from. This is the first one I'll show off. This is going to be High Tension, the 4K limited edition box set from Second Sight. This is my very first Second Sight release. Everyone has talked so highly about it. They've shown off awesome releases, and I was just waiting for one that I've actually watched and liked to pick up. So when they announced this was automatic for me. This is a super nice set. I don't know really what else to say. The one thing I will say, it's kind of surprising that this doesn't come with the English dub on it. I would think that would be an option in this, but it's not. It's not a deal breaker at all. I prefer the French with the English subtitles. But I just remember watching it originally with the English dub, and I thought they'd just throw that in. The other nitpicking thing I'll say is I'd prefer to get the actual 4K case instead of this little slipcover thing they put in here.
Right.
But it's still nice. I still dig it. But that's just me nitpicking. Everything else about this is freaking awesome. I think I agree with Chris. I think he said it last night in a stream. But yeah, this is definitely probably my release of the year. Either this or Conan. But yeah, it's an awesome set. There's a bunch of new interviews in here. The one with the special effects guy who passed away a couple years was freaking awesome. He did the special effects for Zombie. He did the special effects for the original Dune. That guy's interview is freaking awesome. So if you do have this set, definitely check that out. But yeah, this is it's a super nice set to have. And I'll definitely be checking out more Second Sight now that I just know firsthand how awesome work they do.
Get that from Diabolic?
I did, yes, sir. Yep. How many am I doing here? 4, 5, 6. Okay. These next titles, these are all Arrow. This is all because of Barnes & Noble's 50% off. So I did take a swing on a couple of these I probably wouldn't have just gotten. But I did get Ringu, which is the original Japanese version of The Ring. I had never seen this. It's pretty good. I need to watch it again. I was kind of working in the background, and it's hard to work and read subtitles at the same time. But I always enjoyed the American Ring movie, so I wanted to see kind of where they got it. Of course, this is based off a book and based on other pieces of work. So, but yeah, it's just your typical Arrow. It's not a big box set, but there is just a ton of special features on here. It just kind of dives into the movie and how it kind of started a whole craze in the early 2000s of these kind of movies. So
Right.
I'm guessing you haven't seen that one, Caven, have you?
Yeah, no.
I think to me, I don't classify this as horror. I mean, it can be scary, I guess, but at times, but to me, it's like a PG-13, very, I don't know. It's not the same as, it's definitely not in the same category as High Tension. This is a big Arrow box set for the Warriors. Yeah, I had never seen this movie. It's from the 70s. I might put this in my top 25 for Tim's Community Challenge. I'm not sure yet. I've watched it 3 times now. I love this movie. I'm surprised I never saw it. Just another huge set from Arrow. And I don't know if you've seen anyone unbox this, but like it actually has like a slipcover on it.
Right.
And then you get your normal.
It's a nice set. My problem is that I have the Blu-ray steelbook of that movie. That
Oh, do you?
came out last year or whenever it was.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is.
But
This-
that is a nice box set. And if I knew for certain that like the steelbook would fit inside of that box set, would make me more tempted to pick that thing up. But
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't. You might have to take the booklet out, but because it is a fat booklet, as is typical.
Right.
But yeah, this is awesome. And if you're familiar with Commando, you know Sully, the little guy that Arnold hangs over the ledge and says, you know, remember I was going to tell you I killed you last. I didn't realize he was actually in this movie. He's the guy that says, Warriors, come out and play. Yay. That's him. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Warriors, can you dig it? Yeah. Yeah, we can.
the one movie that I kind of put over that one, and I mentioned it in the stream, that thing on or I think it might have been Gizmos, and then Chris told me that they already have one, but is Streets of Fire.
Oh yeah, that came
Really?
out on 4K from
Yeah.
Scream Factory or Shout Select, one of the two, last year.
Yeah, so that's one I definitely would like to get.
You put that over the Warriors?
Yeah, maybe it's the music part of it, but it's
Okay. I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I was just I didn't know if that's what you were referencing. That you
but it's just a similar
similar type movie.
type of movie. I mean, both have gangs in them. You know, they're just
I got you. This is another arrow. I got one more, but we'll show that in the next round. This is another arrow I never saw. Man, this is top of the Brian De Palma list for me. I have yet to see a lot of his movies. I still got Scarface above this just because I've seen it so many times and I grew up with it. But this is freaking so good. Carlito's Way, Al Pacino, Sean Penn. Sean Penn, I got like 40 minutes in the movie. I'm like, where is Sean Penn? And then it hit me. I'm like, he's the freaking lawyer. Like, I didn't even recognize him. He is so freaking good in this movie. Yeah, this is, I highly recommend this. If you've never seen Carlito's Way, it is so good. It's got the I don't know, it's just got the whole gangster kind of, the same kind of thing.
I have the same issue with that movie too.
Oh no.
I have the steelbook for the 4K steelbook that was released of that movie.
Oh, okay. Does it have this? Is it this as the or is it like something special? Like this is just the original artwork, I believe.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on my list here.
But yeah, dude, this movie was so good. I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I can't put it above Scarface, but it's right there. It's like right below it. This is so good. I can't get enough of that. Sean Penn is just amazing in that. But there is
a sequel that's out there to that movie too. Can't remember if it's supposed to be like a prequel or what, but that's what the steelbook.
Oh, okay. I know Carlito's Way had a 4K, standard release back in the day. I just didn't realize that they had the steelbook that came with it, or
so
parallel.
I need to see more details, like what cuts are on of the film, and because
is there more?
I thought I heard that there was at least 2 different cuts.
Yeah. It doesn't look like it for Carlito's Way. I know Conan's got like 3 cuts, but
right.
I mean,
I could have heard that wrong, but that would be my only reason for wanting to buy what Reed is holding is to be able to put my steelbook in there, and if the 4K has more extra features on it than what.
So, yeah, no. The only other thing I want to mention with Carlito's Way is the people that are in it that I didn't mention. John Leguizamo was freaking fantastic in it.
Yeah.
You got Luis Guzman, who is okay in it, but even Vito Mortensen is in it. I didn't recognize him until afterward. I was like, that was him. It's a great cast, and it's just got so many great one-liners in it. Al Pacino's Al Pacino. You get what you pay for with him. Sean Penn is amazing. Just great movie. Highly recommend if you haven't seen it. So that's round 1. I think we have enough to do one more round each. So we'll just kind of run through the comments here. Don't want to spend too much time, but we'll see what's up.
The sequel to that.
Yeah, you said there was a sequel? I was just looking to see if there was anyone in the original. It doesn't look like it, at least not on the front.
Yeah.
Interesting. Have you seen that? Has anyone seen that? Is that worth watching?
It's been really a long time. So I don't remember the storyline, but
okay.
It's got Luis Guzman and.
Oh, so he is in it.
Eddie. Yeah, he plays Nacho Rios. But they have a different guy playing Carlito.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I was like, didn't he?
What's that?
Oh well, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I mean, at the end, I just didn't think.
Well, that's why I was saying I'm not sure if this is meant to be a prequel or
is that his son? Oh, I see what you're saying, like a prequel, or is it based on, or is it a sequel and it's his son
Right.
or something? This one's for you, Caveman. Chris saying, "Damn, that's a nice steelbook for Mask of Phantasm."
Yeah.
Yes, agreed.
I really do wish that Diabolic and even Orbit would, bring some of those movies over, some of the animated movies, because like
They
there's
don't
a
have it.
there's a War World steelbook that I'd like to get, but that was only released. That steelbook was only released on Blu-ray over there, so me ordering that Blu-ray is like an immediate. I can't watch it unless I mod a machine or whatever. But,
Well, you just reminded me. So that High Tension does come with the Blu-ray, but it is Region B locked, so I can't watch it. But the good news is they put all of the special features on the 4K disc as well. So there's really no reason to, unless you just don't have a 4K player. But I don't have a Region B player, unfortunately. Thought I did, but that was the first time I've had an issue playing a Blu-ray from International, because I have Battle Royale from Arrow, which is an international, but I don't think there's a Blu-ray. I think they're both 4K discs. But just one thing to mention, Gizmo saying, "Come on, Reed, show us the Bust limited edition of Meg 2. I know you have it." No, I don't. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I was thoroughly disappointed in that movie. I do like the first Meg. I have no problem with it, but that second one really irked me. It was not. I have to say, the trailer got me, like with the dinosaurs and everything. It made me interested in it, like it was going to be pretty decent. And they
Right.
could have made it decent, but that was a waste in my opinion. Chris saying, "I have the Arrow, the Warriors Blu-ray set." Nice, dude. Yeah, like even getting it. Is that something they've had, or was that released in parallel with the 4K? It was just a little bit cheaper. Yeah, I mean, it's just a nice set, and I would recommend it to you.
Yeah, I know that on the latest release, at least in America, like Witness and Warriors, and I think a few others, or even Conan, they have the box sets that are box sets of just the Blu-ray.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
it doesn't include the 4K at all.
so they do that. Like they even like Conan just came out on 4K. They
Right.
released the movies on Blu-ray as well, kind of at the same time. That's what you're saying,
Yeah.
in a different box set,
Yeah, and
same cover art and everything.
The box is exactly the same.
It's just
The thing that you know to look for is like on the spine of the disc and the silver sticker that's on
the cover.
the wrapped, on the
Got
wrap.
you.
But otherwise, if you don't know to look for those things, you could.
Or just what I do, which I learned from Criterion, just look at the back and the bottom. It'll tell you if it's. I mean, if it's a 4K and Blu-ray, it should have the 4K logo and the Blu-ray logo.
Right.
If it's just Blu-ray, it will just have the Blu-ray logo. So that's always something I do as well too. Yeah, Chris C saying Walter Hill greatness with the Warriors. Yeah, I don't think I've seen many of Walter Hill's movies, but Warriors was top notch for sure. I got that same release of Carlito's Way. Great release by Arrow. Yeah, dude, I'm just so mad at myself for not seeing it. I don't know why I never watched it. I love gangster films. I love Al Pacino. Brian De Palma. I mean, I love Scarface. I don't know why I never watched that, to be honest. I really don't. But I'm glad I have it now and I've seen it, because it is so good.
Some movies just
very underrated.
Yeah, some movies just, I guess, whatever point in life you're at, movies aren't important to you at that stage in your life or whatever.
Yeah, it's not even that. Like for me, back in the day, I was at a point where it was like I didn't really care to watch new movies. I just would love to go revisit movies I've already seen because I like them so much.
Right.
And now I'm in a different stage where I'm really trying to still watch movies that I love, but at the same time see a bunch of other movies that I haven't seen because like everyone else, like there's just always those movies you haven't seen.
Well,
You haven't seen everything.
I think one thing that drives me to like continue to like do blind buys and stuff like that every once in a while, or take a risk on something, is there's just something about finding a movie where you have that great first experience
Hmm.
with that movie, and it's just something that you don't. It, I mean, I'm like really excited that you're going to get to see The Last Castle for the first time, knowing how much that movie, impacted me when I saw it. It was just,
Really? Okay. That's awesome. I'm excited. You're getting me hyped for it. This better not be a letdown. I'm just kidding.
yeah. It's got a great cast. I mean, it's James Gandolfini,
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford, Mark Ruffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Young
in it.
Mark
One of
Ruffalo.
his early movies that he did. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of people.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Oh no, that's no one. Sorry. Get the prison movies crossed up because I started thinking about um, uh, the Tim Robbins movie.
Oh, Shawshank Redemption.
Redemption. But was thinking for some reason I was thinking that guard that was in that movie is in this one too, but I don't think so.
Okay. We got Jared Runner in here saying, "Hey, what's going on, Jared? Good to see you,
Hey,
bro.
Jared.
Hope you're doing well." So yeah, got through the comments. I'll go ahead and throw you back up here. Do the last little bit of what we picked up for the month of January. And if you guys are in the comments, if you haven't mentioned it already, let us know if you picked up anything, any movies you've seen, any recommendations. Always look forward to that. And we got Mark jumping in here, still here. And are you working? I know you were working earlier, having problems with that electronic car charging it. I know you had to end your stream early. Not sure if that got figured out. It must have. But yeah, let me know, man. I'm not familiar with electric vehicles and the issues you run into, but that was a trip.
I know that they've been having a lot of issues with the cold.
Oh, I did hear that. Mark, I believe, yeah, Mark is in the Phoenix area, so I don't think he's got too many issues with the cold like myself. But yeah, I heard that with the when it was like super cold in the rest of the country with all that cold, the Arctic air or whatever, the batteries just don't last very long at those temperatures or something along those lines.
So another one I ordered from Amazon was this one.
Now, is that the same Best Buy Steelbook or no?
Yep. It's exactly the same as far as I can tell.
But it costs more.
Yeah. All
And
these, it worked out to where all these were like $40 a piece in order to be able to get them.
Damn.
On the one that came from Amazon France. So.
Have you checked that one out yet?
Yeah, I did watch this. The one thing that I don't this release, came with 2 Blu-rays. Of course, all the extra features are on the Blu-rays.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man.
So I'm not going to be able to watch those, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's just because the movie's so long. There's no way they could have fit anything on the 4K besides just the movie.
Right.
But it looks great in 4K, right?
Yeah, it does look really good. And I watched it on TV in the bedroom, and the TV in the bedroom is not as nice as the one in the living room.
So, just I don't want to sidetrack too much, but just I enjoyed the movie, but what did you think of the ending? I just thought like the last 30 minutes was just kind of after the test goes on. Like I don't know, I enjoyed what happened there, but at the same time, I just felt like it just dragged too long at the end of that. Like, what were your thoughts on the ending of Oppenheimer?
Well, definitely slow down a bit. I mean, they are right about the movie carrying you along pretty well at a pretty decent pace.
Mm-hmm. Up until the test.
Yeah, up until the test, and then like a little bit of it's the ending is more or less the aftermath of what happened in real life, of
what they did to him.
Yeah, what they did to him, and what because this was pretty much like a really thankless job if you think about it. I mean, you know, yeah, I'm glad our side figured it out first, but I'm sad it was actually used, and
yeah,
you know, that not to sound totally morbid, but the only thing that I think that's good that comes from the fact that that thing was actually used was a movie named after it with Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia, Black Rain.
Okay, I've never seen that one.
You never seen that one? It's awesome.
Miss Caveman saying, I just watched a trailer for a live-action Simpsons movie directed by Wes Anderson. That's crazy. Who's playing Bart or Homer or either? And then Corey saying, night all time for me to check out. Have a good one. Have a good one, Corey. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you have a good weekend, bro. That's crazy. I'm not really the biggest Wes Anderson fan, so I'm curious how, but I do like The Simpsons, so.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm trying to think if there's. I'm trying to remember if I've enjoyed The Fox, and that's a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but it is on one of my wheels if we talk about that later. But it is on there, so maybe we'll get the chance to talk about it. Yes.
This Boys and Girls may make an appearance.
Yes.
Later on, but it's going to take some work to do this one because there's this is part of a universe saga that includes. By the time it's all said and done, I think there'll be like 11 movies in this whole universe that they've created.
And you showed me that list. I briefly looked at it. I don't think I've seen many other, maybe one or two, but I hadn't seen any other ones. But I can tell you, I really enjoyed that one that you're holding.
Yeah.
Even without all the backstory, that one, especially the way it ended. We won't get into it, but yeah. I am very excited for part 2. Absolutely.
Yeah, this is one I am excited for part 2, and it's going to be a 3-parter. But fortunately, all 3 parts will be out this year.
Yes. And you're going to have all 3 steelbooks.
hopefully they'll do. They'll continue it. There's sometimes like Star Wars Rebels was another steelbook that I have, but they didn't. There was 4 seasons of that show, and they didn't release any of the other seasons on steelbook. So I hate it when they, just pop up. Like even on Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
The first 2 seasons aren't available on steelbook, and then but 3 through 6 are available on steelbook. But you can get 2 of those seasons you can get cheap at Hamilton Book, by the way.
But not season 3. It's impossible to find. Yeah, or unless you want to pay $150 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you show the back again? Sorry, or the inside? Did you show that? I'm just curious because I'm really tempted on picking that up if that hasn't sold out.
Well, it's available a couple different places.
It's on Groove, right?
It's on Groove, but I found it on Amazon. It was a couple dollars cheaper, but I don't know if by the time you do the 20% off coupon thing, or if you get much off of that. But this has, the 4K only disc.
Does it come with any special features?
It has 2 special features, and when I find the alternate versions, or hopefully they have them ripped to YouTube, so I can send it to you so you can watch it before we, discuss this. But it just kind of goes into the voice cast a little bit, but it does explain the tie-in to the other movies.
Okay. Like
Okay.
even the ones before it, or just the other 2
Yeah.
parts?
No, it doesn't. Other than teasing you what's coming, it doesn't really tell you too much, other than like a tease that there's going to be 2 more parts.
Okay.
But it does show the evolution of how they got to here. And in that list of movies I sent you, it because it kind of skips around, so not all of them that were released in that window of time are all in the same universe, which sucks and I hate. But Halloween Part 1 and Part 2 is part of this universe.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. I have seen those, and I the Halloween Part 1 is one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah.
Awesome. And that's a brand new release that just came out like a week or 2 ago, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think.
Do you know if it's streaming on Max already or no?
No, it's not anywhere yet. So the only way you can watch it is either pirate it or, I do know that they have the Blu-ray version of this for about $20.
Okay.
So if people want to go that route to be able to see it for a little bit less, I think Turner Fan 77 Rich, I think he got the Blu-ray of it. And
Okay.
I know that Ben Buster got the Blu-ray of it, and he's done a review.
That's right.
Of this movie.
Oh yeah.
So, but I'm
Nice.
excited. I'm excited about what Reed and I are planning on doing. Involving this movie and this one. So more to come on that later. And then, of course, I had to pick this up.
Nice. Such a big box set.
Yeah. From what I understand, this book is slightly thicker than the book that came with the individual releases.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand is that there's only one book has 2 stories. It's not in the other book, and the other book has 1 story that's not in the first book.
Interesting.
But in this book, it has all 3 stories that are unique.
Yeah, there's a part in the booklet where some reporter basically was with the cast while they were filming in Spain, and it just details like 7 days while he was there with them. I was reading it the other night. It was pretty interesting.
And another thing is, we'll talk about this maybe just a little bit, is there was a big discussion in Anthony and Gizmo's stream last night about how they were able to do the 3 cuts of the movie on the same disc and be able to achieve that. Hey! Sorry, the dog in the background. So the one way that they're able to achieve that, because there's like 3 different cuts of this film. I think the director's cut is the one that's the most recommended to watch. Hey! Director's cut is the one that's recommended to watch by most people. I want to watch all 3 versions myself.
Well, which
myself.
Mike, Which one is the director's cut? Because it says on the back theatrical, international, and extended. Is the extended the director's?
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that I watched. I was just curious. Okay.
Yeah. So, not to bore everybody in the audience or whatever, but the way that they're able to do that on the same disc is it's sharing of the data.
Okay.
So, like they have, like, what's the longest cut of this movie? It's like 144 minutes.
It's like 130 or something. It's not that long. Yeah.
So
130. Yeah.
They start off with the longest cut of the film, and that is what is put in there. And then when you go to select
the version,
the version that you want to watch, all it does is it tells the reader to read. Like, all these movies have chapters that we're all used to now, where you can skip to the chapter.
Yep.
So basically, all it's doing is when it gets to the scene of the movie where the extra information needs to be displayed, it just quickly, like a disk drive or whatever, it goes over and finds that information and then reads it out and puts it on your screen. So it's not taking up extra information on a disc. I know on some early DVD releases that they had like pan and scan, and those were put on flippers, like for like widescreen and pan scan, because I guess they weren't able to. Well, pan scan, but different cuts of the film, or even if they put like a couple different films on the same disc, it would really degrade the quality that you're able to watch and feed, to enjoy or whatever. And the only thing that I want to add and mention to this is that it is disappointing that Red Sonja wasn't included in this set. And that for some strange reason when they went from Conan the Barbarian to Conan the Destroyer, they decided to make it a PG movie versus rated R. And I think it's just evident in the additional amount of gore and stuff that you see in the Barbarian, the actual, blood that you see in the Barbarian, where it's pretty much kind of omitted completely from the Destroyer.
Yeah, my only thought was just that they wanted to try to appeal to a broader audience to try and get kids to be able to watch Conan. That's why it was PG. Because I remember when I watched the original just a couple days ago, I was like, I don't really remember this movie. I don't even know how often I saw that. But the second one I've seen a lot, and it's probably because it was PG versus R. But
and then one last one I got from Arrow. So, and this is overseas release of the movie. It only came with a 4K, but fortunately, the 4K has the different cuts of the movie and all the extra features.
So you can watch it all.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's good. Nice. I haven't seen that in forever.
And then the other one I want to mention that I got that's not right here right now is Witness.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah. I did a video on my channel. That was my first haul of the new year or whatever. Then just so let's stop real quick. I did watch this recently. I pretty much rate them in the order that they were released. Like Equalizer 1 the best.
Yep, I'm right there with you.
2 the same, and then 3 after that. This was enjoyable. Since they were doing a whole reunited thing with the girl, oh, the one he was with in Man of Fire with, and she was a young girl at that time. And unfortunately, I can't read any of the names.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I agree with you as far as the order of them. I liked Equalizer 3. I thought the intro was one of the better parts of the movie. It was just slow, very slow, and not as action packed as the other two for sure.
Yeah, he's getting up there, poor guy.
But still, yeah, it's a great trilogy for sure.
Hopefully they don't, turn it into an Expendables and make a fourth. But
hard to say. Yeah, so I have the first one of that. I have the Equalizer on Steelbook, but I never picked up the second one. I like the second one a lot, but not anywhere near as much as the first one. So.
And you can come back to me with these are the ones that I got for Miss Caveman for Christmas.
Oh yeah, we got you. Sorry about that.
Okay. I was trying to decide whether to show these or not, but because technically they're not mine, but
to show them off.
They're in the family, so.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard good things and bad things about this movie. I haven't seen it yet, but this Steelbook went all the way down to $10 on Best Buy. So
nice. Haven't seen it. I've ridden the ride hundreds of times at Disneyland.
Yeah, that's still a dream of mine is to go there and do that. And I got this for Miss Caveman.
Nice. I got that. Nice Steelbook.
And this one, which I do want to watch it.
Oh, Bone Tomahawk, yeah.
I hear that I get confused on whether this is considered a horror now or is this graphic. From what I understand, it's just really graphic. It's not really. I don't know if they're fighting a demon or anything, but
I think you dig that. It's mainly a Western movie.
Yeah,
but it does get graphic. Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
the one Tom Cruise movie that Miss Caveman likes is Last Samurai. So, and I really enjoy Tom Cruise. So, any Tom Cruise I can get into the house, I'm happy for. But she just doesn't like him for some reason.
I mean I know. Yeah, I'm kind of there. I love him in Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick and Mission Impossible, and Last Samurai. So that's that movie right there. That's one I want to see on 4K. The Last Samurai.
Yeah,
nice big
this
arrow.
Is one I'm going to have to see if I can. But this is a new one I got for Miss Caveman.
It's the one Anthony and Gizmo was talking, or Holland were talking about earlier.
So except in this.
Oh, is there some damage? Oh, yeah.
So I'll have to see if I can exchange it or whatever.
Yeah. You know, a couple. That's it. Oh, yeah, a couple of those Disney Steelbooks that I got from Best Buy that were damaged. Right thereafter they lowered it down to $10, and yeah, I couldn't exchange it because they were already out. So they just gave me my money back essentially. So hopefully that's not the case, and they still have some of those since they're completely getting rid of physical media.
Yeah.
But let's just see. This Caveman saying it has Tom Hanks, Tilda Swinton, Paul Rudd, Ian McClone, and two kids passing Bart and Lisa. He loves Tom Hanks, or at least I feel like Tom Hanks has been in a couple of the latest Wes Anderson films. That sounds interesting. It's created with AI tech. That could be a good or a bad thing. I like the movies Tom Cruise does. I just think he's a very overrated actor. All right, I get you. Not really into the whole Scientology thing. I'm definitely not.
That don't care about that part at all.
No, and if you ever watch the South Park episode on Scientology, they just kind of rip Tom Cruise a new one. It's pretty funny. Highly
But
recommend it.
then they get Chef too in that same one. That was big.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
actually why Isaac Hayes quit the show,
Yeah.
which is sad, but that is a true story. All right, I don't have too many more here, but this is the one steelbook that I did get for the month of January. This is Silent Night. I don't know if you going to pick this up or not, but it looks like it's
I
out
did
of
I
stock.
to watch it. I wanted to just blind buy it, but I think it sold out.
Yeah, that's what
know
some
if it-
people were telling me.
That's gonna be one of those deals if I can even find it in the store or not.
Yes, let me know. I know Sean was saying the same thing. He was going to let me know because he was going to check his WalMarts. But I dug this movie. It can be slow at times because there is literally no dialogue in this movie. It is all just driven by visuals. There is action in it. It is a James Wan film. Could it be better? Yes, but it's not. It's not like Oscar worthy or anything like that. So I can see why some people are like, it's a little overrated or it's kind of slow at times. It is a little over 2 hours, I think. But it looks great. The steelbook is fire. And I knew it was Lionsgate. I was going to pick it up, but
Yeah.
it could have been better. But I do enjoy it. I've seen it like twice now. So at least check it out. If you can't get this. So that's another thing I did want to mention. They didn't do a standard 4K release for that for whatever reason. You can get a Blu-ray of it, but the only 4K was that steelbook.
Yeah.
And then I like Caveman.
Did that come with the Blu-ray and the 4K in that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It got the treatment, 4K Blu-ray, and then the digital code. There's no special. I mean, there's one special feature on here. Like, I don't know how long it is. I would assume it's probably 10 minutes at the most, but I haven't checked it out.
If they talk or not, right?
What's that?
Depends on if they talk or not.
Well, that's the thing. The featurette is actually called Actions Speak Louder Than Words. So I'm sure the featurette is about how they made the movie with no dialogue or
Right.
why. If you know the story, he basically gets his throat all messed up so he can't talk. So that's kind of like how it starts out. But yeah, I think everyone's been showing this off. This is an incredible set. I've dove in and watched the internet or the extended cut. Like I mentioned, I watched the second one already. I've read some of the book. I know Anthony showed off the posters or the one poster extensively. I think he only got the first one that he was showing off last night in their stream. But yeah, just an awesome set. I mean, it's huge. This is almost as thick as the Psycho set that I have behind me. It's pretty. It's up there. It's not as thick, but it's about the same. But if you're a fan, this is awesome. I know you have some gripes that it doesn't include Red Sonja. I've heard people be pissed off that it doesn't have the remake, which I didn't think the remake was good at all.
Right.
And then I've also heard
remake doesn't have anything to anywhere near this. I think.
no. And then also, I don't know if you ever grew up or watched the 90s TV show they had of Conan. There's people they should have included some episodes of that. And that show is freaking so ridiculously cheesy. It's funny, but I wouldn't compare it and put this in a set with Arnold, especially when he's not in it. But, yeah, awesome set. Freaking.
There's, I can't remember, and I hate bringing stuff up that I can't remember, but.
It's all good.
On the Columbia box set, the version 4 that's coming out
next week or 2 weeks.
That's supposed to be including a TV show in it as well, and I can't remember what the TV show is, but it's to do with one of the actors
in one of the movies. You just said that. I was like thinking of what's in. I know like 2 movies that are in that set, like Kramer versus Kramer and like Punch Drunk Love or something. I don't know what the other ones are. Anyway, yeah. Conan.
Well, I know one is Jimmy Stewart movie,
Which one?
I'm gonna look it up.
For sure. While you do that, I'm just gonna go through some comments. Oh yeah, we saw that one. Yes, he's over. I love that South Park episode. That's the one where they kill off Chef over and over. Yeah, and they, Tom Cruise gets labeled a fudge packer, and they kind of play on that in future episodes. Yeah, it's so good though. So freaking good. Chris saying, I didn't see Silent Night at my Walmart, but they sell out of their stuff pretty quick now. Yeah, it's just curious, like what's the quantities? Like, I know this is like their first Lionsgate exclusive steelbook since the Best Buy thing, so maybe it was just like a tryout thing. But then again, how many times have we seen something sell out and then they're just like, oh yeah, look, now we got a bunch more in stock. So wouldn't be surprised if it comes back, or if they have like I should see on the Best Buy ones, they did a first pressing.
Yeah, I think that theme is still continues.
Yep. You're not going to be able to see it, but it does say first pressing there. So chances are good that they're going to do another pressing if they're already out of these, but I would think they'd still have some. Chris Red Sonja as an interesting swords and sandals fantasy, and I love the animated Conan series. I didn't know there was an animated one.
That's what I thought you were talking about at first when you said
No, the one I'm talking about, it was 90s TV show live action. Let's see if I can find it just real quick. It's so bad. Yeah, it was called Conan the Adventurer. It's on Tubi. You can watch it. I highly recommend it. Ralph Moeller is Conan. Yeah. Conan the Adventurer. It was on USA. Chris saying a lot of stuff. I'm going to shop on Orbit now and other sites other than Amazon all the damn time. Yeah, I always fall into that like trap of doing Amazon because
Paramount, it's Columbia House.
For the Columbia Classics.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, Chris, yeah, I fall into that trap because I have Amazon Prime. It's like, oh, I can get it in 2 days for the same price. And I always go there, but I need to continue to try and support these other companies that are trying to keep physical media around. So yeah, I agree with you there. I still need to get some from Orbit. I know Brad keeps harking on me for ordering from Diabolic. Like, you need to order from Orbit.
Not Jimmy Sturr. It's Cary Grant. His girl Friday. Guess who's coming to the dinner? And Kramer versus Kramer is one side. And then Punch Drunk Love, of course, is on the other side with Starman. And I think the TV show thing is related to Starman.
That's right. Starman.
Sleepless in Seattle. Now, Starman Blu-ray release, and I do have that.
I just watched that recently from Cinephile Sanity, Sean. He did a watch along for Starman a couple of weeks back. I enjoyed that. Jeff Bridges is pretty good in that. I've never seen Sleepless in Seattle, though. Doesn't seem like my type of movie. But I'll probably get that Columbia set since I have 2 out of the other 3.
Yeah, same here. I missed out on the volume 1, but they're saying that the production of this version of it is supposed to be about the same quantity production as they did for volume 2, just for people to be aware of.
What does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
What that means is like they made so many of the volume 3 that volume 3's price actually dropped down to where it was like $90. And that's where I ordered my volume 3.
So this volume is going to be like volume 2 that's sold out now.
Correct.
But I feel like the whole
in the quantity, because right now the price is $215.
I've seen it. You can get it on deep discount for $145.
Okay. So I would
If you
say
really
I
want
would
to
say
get
that'd
it.
be the price to try to shoot for to get it, because I don't think it's going to drop down to like the $90 price range, because it probably won't have enough to stick around, because
I
this
just
volume
what
3 stuck around until I think it was during the Amazon Prime sale or whatever that it dropped down to 90.
but so the only thing I'll say on that is I volume 2 was around for a while before it sold out.
Yeah.
Volume 3, I know it's not sold out, but Volume 3 doesn't really have, that movie. And Volume 2 has that movie. And by that, I'm referring to Taxi Driver. Like,
Yeah.
people bought Volume 2 just for Taxi Driver because you
Right.
can't get it. I mean, you can't get these other movies either, most of them on 4K. But I just,
But fortunately for people that didn't want to get that volume or get that box set just for that one movie, Taxi Driver is coming out later this year on 4K with a steelbook.
okay. I mean, they've been saying, I've been hearing that for a while, so it's good to hear that it's actually coming. I knew it was at some point. It just seems like
Right.
I mean, I'm still waiting to see Jerry Maguire on
Yeah.
4K in a single release from the first set, or Gandhi, or Mr. Lawrence Goes to, Washington. Is that
Right.
one on 4K? Those are movies I want that I missed out on that first set. And it's like,
Yeah, because
we get those.
they've re-released the Lawrence of Arabia
Yeah, I got that steelbook.
steelbook or whatever.
But even like A League of Their Own, they still haven't come out with a release of that. They still don't have a Jerry Maguire release. It's just, I wonder if they're just doing like the big ones from the set. So Lawrence of Arabia was the big one from Volume 1. Obviously, Taxi Driver is the huge one from Volume 2. I don't know what you would do out of Volume 3. Annie,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. And then I look at Volume 4.
As good as it gets is in Volume 3, and I really do enjoy that movie.
So that's a good point. That was a first time watch for me, and that's a great movie. I had a great time with it. I didn't think I'd like that movie for whatever reason, but yeah, that was good. I look at Volume 4 and the movies you said, I'm just like, none of them are like, oh, I have to have that. Maybe that is Starman for some people, but I don't,
Right.
Punch Drunk Love.
I'm probably going to try to weigh it out and see if I can get it for like 120 or something.
Yeah,
that's what I got. The volume, what I paid for my Volume 2.
You got Volume 2?
Yeah, I've got Volume 2 and Volume 3.
Okay, same here.
I joined the party way too late in the game for when I started being able to buy movies again. That had already been out for a while, and I didn't know about it.
Yeah, same here. Or I knew about it, and I just was like, I wasn't into getting the big things. I was just getting the
Right.
typical movie. Like, I didn't even care about Slipknot. I didn't know what it was. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's a set that's like $120. Yeah, I probably won't get it, but that's some cool movies. And then the next thing you know, it's like sold out. And now it's like $500, $600.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I wish somebody would do. I would buy like a pirated version of.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, I switched this back, but I haven't. I have 3 more. I show off real quick. So I said earlier, this month I've gotten 2 new labels. The first one was Second Sight, High Tension. This is my first Severin release. This is a Brad recommendation. I can't recommend this to anyone, but I get a real good kick out of it. This is Action Mutante. It's not a horror movie, so you might enjoy it, but it is in Spanish. It is freaking ridiculous. It is kind of set in like this dystopian world in the future. These guys are terrorists. They're crippled terrorists. Heads the sign. They all have different deformities and stuff, and they're pretty much just doing ridiculous stuff, kidnapping people. but they're just like a joke at the same time. It's got some good gore in it. It's pretty bloody, but you do have to read subtitles. Living here, I do know some Spanish, so I can get some of the jokes, whereas some people reading it, they might not get all the jokes that they have, but this is just ridiculously funny. Like I said, just an action gore fest. Came out in the 90s. It's just such a crazy, weird movie. So I can see why people don't like it, but I had to have it. Once he recommended it and I watched it, I was like, you know what, this is my chance to get a Severin title that I actually like. So got this with the slipcover, which is sick.
Diabolic as well.
No, that was eBay. I got that on eBay, and I watched it last night again just for fun. I mentioned earlier I didn't get my Kindergarten Cop in because of The Last Castle, but my other pre-orders from Kino, which came out this week, did come in. So I did get the Boogans. I've never seen it, but if you guys know me, I do collect all the Kino 4Ks. So supposedly it's a horror movie. I've seen some people say it's pretty good. Other people say it's a snooze fest. I don't know what to expect with that. And then this is a Fritz Lang classic movie called Scarlet Street. I'm not too familiar with this. Caveman, you know anything about this?
No, I don't.
No. Yeah, it's from 1945. It's black and white, obviously, but two others. Excited to check them out. I usually have a good time with Kino. There's really only one movie from the Kino line in 4K that I don't like, and that's Staying Alive. But it's
Scarlet what again?
Scarlet Street. It says it's a box office hit despite being banned in 3 states. Yeah, I don't know why it's banned in 3 states, but I guess
I may actually watch it. It's on, for anybody who wants to check it out, it's on Prime, but it's like a film noir.
Yeah, it's a film noir for sure, but
Actually,
it's we'll see. I'm not sure what to expect, but film noir, I'm down with it. Yeah,
it has Edward G. Robinson. That's like an old school Capone kind of.
Is it?
Well,
So,
I mean, if you he just plays a bunch of gangster.
oh, okay. No, like I think a lot of people, they see me and just like, oh, it's just like some young kid, like he's not gonna like this. Like I prefer older movies. I know that's weird to say to some people, but I really do dig black and white films, older films. I mean, even the whole 70s challenge with Tim for me is really tough because I just love so many of those movies. So it's hard to put them, but
So you are going to do 25 instead of the 15 or whatever.
yeah, it's just which ones do I want to put at the top, and like there's one in particular, like I've watched a couple people's, and like my number one is like not on anyone's list, which is funny, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, right?
And the
Are
ones
you gonna-
I've seen, I'm planning on trying to do it. My problem is just trying to think of if I have the movies and.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I don't have some of the movies, but it's like I'll just throw up a picture of it or whatever.
Right.
You know, I don't care at this point.
Because there's definitely movies that I can think of that during that time period that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
There's some that will be weird. I think.
Well, that's the thing.
I
Like,
got one right here, but it's this will be one that's on my list.
nice. Never heard of it.
Yeah, but this is basically it's a mad world, but they take off in a bus. But the cast is pretty huge.
Ted Beatty, Larry Hagman, Harold Gold. Okay. Sally Kellerman, Lynn Redgrave.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, that's the cool thing about it is like, or what I've noticed with doing those community lists is like, you'll have movies on your list that you know that you grew up with or that you love, and then you watch his roundup, and it's like it's not even mentioned. It's not
Yeah.
even mentioned because no one put it. But that's why
For
it's
me,
your
it'd be difficult to like Star Wars is going to be pretty darn high. That
yeah.
I think in the top three that you're going to see, Superman and Star Wars and
In Jaws.
yeah.
So for me, I just got the first time I watched the original Superman was last year when I got that 4K set.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it, but that ain't gonna be in my top 25. Like I could see if you grew up with it and you were a kid, like, oh, I'm sure it's top notch. But for me, I'm like, that doesn't even make my list. Like that's no. But yeah, to your point,
I do.
it is a lot of Superman. And
It's a, it is a dated movie if you watch it just for what it is. But it's like, Roger Moore was my James Bond, and
not
so,
Sean Connery.
No, I do love Sean Connery. I mean, I love that he's one of my favorite. He would be on my Mount Rushmore of actors or whatever.
Well, he's my James Bond, my favorite.
But the For Your Eyes Only was like the first Bond movie I saw, so that movie has like some sentimental value to me because it was
nostalgia for
first
sure.
exposure to that. And I do think that Roger Moore kind of made it more campy, instead of that. Was really pleased with Daniel Craig's, seriousness of taking on the role.
Now I hear that. I mean, I like the other Bonds except for that one that lasted like 1 or 2 movies or whoever.
Timothy Dalton.
Yeah, could care less. I mean, I grew up with Pierce Brosnan being James Bond, so I always have him like number 2. But I like Daniel Craig. Roger Moore's good too, but I still got Sean Connery top. Maybe we should do a live stream, like just rating the 007 movies.
Yeah.
Or just the actors, one of the two, because there's a lot of 007.
Well, I thought about if we did do that sometime, we could actually, might have to bust it up into
because there's so many.
Because there's so many movies for each of them.
You do it by decade or something.
That's true. Yeah, that would be a good idea.
So Chris is saying that pre-orders for Aliens and Abyss are up now, so I'm assuming that True Lies would be up there too then, because they're all coming out the same date.
Yeah.
And I wonder, they're just waiting for everyone to pre-order that, and then like 2 weeks later, they're going to announce steelbooks for all 3 of them. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm hoping, I'm praying that they do a True Lies steelbook.
Yeah, I mean, all 3 of those movies are going to be pickups. I think everyone's going to be picking those up, but it's just like, I feel like Disney's just like toying with us, like, oh yeah. Now we're gonna announce a steelbook 6 months later or whatever. But
and I recently noticed that a movie that Unlawful Entry, I recently discovered that's on streaming. I'd love to buy that movie, but I think it's already sold out again. Is that one? Did you get that one? That was a Shout Select exclusive.
No, dude, I still haven't picked up Fargo, and that is one I have to have with the slipcover. Well, I don't have to have it with the slip, but I'd love to have it with.
It's only released on Blu-ray, but I recently discovered it's on Freevee, and I think it's on YouTube and on Plex and on Peacock. But they only released the Blu-ray of it, and they're like charging $30, and it didn't come with a slipcover, and it doesn't come with any special features.
Guess they're just waiting to see like if it's gonna sell or not, and then if it does, they're like, okay, let's
Well,
announce
they already
4K.
did a screwed up thing because they first sold it off and said, okay, we're gonna have a limited release run of 2,200 copies, and then they sold out of the 2,200 copies, and then they made an announcement where we're releasing, 999 more or whatever. I don't know if that run is the additional amount has sold out yet or not, but
Damn. So Chris is saying he's got Action Mutante as well. Need to watch that greatness. Yeah, man, you do. Let me know your thoughts when you do see it, or I'm sure you'll do a video reviewing it. I know Pops watched it and absolutely hated it. It's not for everyone, but I know me and Brad love it. So yeah, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on it. It might take more than one watch to get all the subtle jokes that they say, but definitely, if you already own it, yeah, definitely highly recommend it. It's a quick watch too. Quick watch. Chris saying Fritz Lang is a legend. All right, well there you go. So Scarlet Street should be good. I mean, the fact that the first line says that it's banned in 3 states, I'm like already excited. Like, what are we getting into? I mean,
yeah.
So awesome. So I mean, that's pretty much it. We still got 5 people in the chat, so I appreciate anyone hanging out. Everyone who's been in the chat. I know it's Friday night. It's late for some people. It's 9:30 here. What, 12:30 over there? 10:30? Yeah, 12:30. Jeez.
Yeah, it's 12:30.
Oh, time flies.
Thank you for having me on here.
Yeah, of course.
I have kind of excited because I've picked up like 6 or 7 subscribers since I did the last couple of videos that released or whatever. And then we are going to get back into something geeky with Chris, and we're planning on doing that next Thursday.
Nice. So that's when it's picking up again.
Yeah.
What movie are you guys all watching together or reviewing?
Oh, the thing we're doing together is Spicy City.
Spicy City.
Spicy City is an old HBO 6-episode series.
Okay. Oh, you guys talked about it.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's basically like heavy metal-esque cartoon styles and stuff, but each story is like an anthology, I guess. Like it's standalone. None of the stories are connected together. So if you kind of remember, like Heavy Metal was kind of like a series of different animated shorts that were kind of collaged together.
Yeah.
But they just it's adult, so don't be watching it with your kids or in the room or whatever. But I do recommend it. It's just kind of fun to watch, and it's enjoyable art from that same genre and time frame. It was in the 80s when it came out.
Cool. Oh yeah. Is that going to be 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, usual time, or you guys?
Yeah, I think so. It's usually either that or 8 Eastern. So it just depends on when Chris and Jeff are available.
Cool.
We were going to have it last week, but Jeff had oral surgery on his mouth, and so plus he did a couple of really popular live streams before that, and so that's why we didn't do it last week. And then this week was my fault because I was just too sick to be able to get everything watched that I needed to watch. Understandable.
Well, thanks for joining on just the late notice. I appreciate it. I know everyone's been hoping you get better, but it seems like you're at least feeling a little better, at least to be on a stream for a little bit. So hopefully we see you next Thursday. And I don't know, is there anything else you have coming up before I just kind of tease a little bit of what we've been doing in the background?
No, just the stuff that we're working on in the background and then trying to
Well, you are going to be trying to do a top 25 70s list for Tim,
Yeah.
right? At some point. I don't know what the cutoff is. Do you, off the top of your head?
No, I would imagine it's probably be the end of February since I think he announced it at the very end of January.
Yes. So I will just kind of say something about that. Like, if you don't subscribe to Tim Talks Talking, I'm sure everyone does. He does a community challenge. It seems like a couple months every year, or at least twice a year. He's done a lot of cool ones. I know he started out with like Christmas. He's done horror. He's done 90s. I believe he did 80s, and now we're doing the 70s.
Right.
So if you got a top 25 list, you can submit either to him directly or even just post it to one of our channels, and we will get it to Tim. The more, the better. It always makes it better when there's so many more entries.
I know. I also want to mention KB is a big part of that. I know that
Yeah.
KB helps him out a great deal in the background.
Yeah, adding up the
That
scores.
is a major undertaking.
Yes.
To not only see the lists that are commented on different people's videos that they don't necessarily see. So if you do make a video, make sure you do tag Tim Talks Talkies channel, and of course make sure you subscribe to him. But I know Huck did one, the 70s ranking, and I've seen a couple others that are out there.
Yeah, Tony's just did one a couple days ago. I always usually do a video, but I always also have friends and family do their own list. So I always send him an email with my list and their list as well. So I have my video doing it, and then I try to send him an email because I know the email is probably a lot easier than having to watch the video and count
Right.
them. Especially if when I have multiple lists, it's just easier to
Right.
obviously throw it in an email. So I try to do both for him just to make it easy because, like you said, I know KB does a lot of the scoring and stuff in the background, adding it all
Right.
up. It's a lot. I mean, you're talking 200-300 entries plus 25 movies each, and
Yeah.
it's going all over the place. They're keeping track of 400-500 different movies.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to attempt to do what they attempted to do or on the 80s one. I think on the 80s, they attempted to do, they were intended initially to do the top 50 in live streams, and they were going to like do the first 25, and then they were going to like do the top 25. But for whatever reason, that fell through, and they just ended up just doing just the top 25.
I think
That's a great episode because
yeah.
go through, and if you are a creator and you create a video, Tim and KB actually go out and they
Take
for
clips.
whatever the score that you're talking about in the movie, when they get to that on their list, you may be chosen to have your presentation of the movie that you're ranking, even if
Yeah.
you're not ranking it at number one, but if it comes on the list at number 24,
And you
like
have it at number one, you might
Right.
make the video clip if they
Right.
like what you say about it. Yeah, I
Right.
like that little touch that they did, bringing in creators that a lot of people don't know about, and some people know,
Right.
but there was some very little channels that made it on there that I thought was really cool that they did. So maybe that'll happen for me since my number one won't be on anyone's list,
yeah,
or maybe it'll be at the very bottom. Who knows?
yeah.
So super cool. I'm going to be doing that as well. I have recorded probably 10 or 15 videos, different things, and I haven't gotten any of it out. Like I have a video on movies I want to see in 4K this year. I have a video on just my standard 4K releases. And they'll all come out at some point, but I'm just taking my time with them and not just rushing them out. And then also, we've kind of teased it a little bit, but we have been working in the background on our own little weekend live stream we plan to do here in the very near future, hopefully within the next week or so. we are going to be diving into animated movies, really any kind of animated movie, but really trying to bring in some guests, trying to show videos, pictures. It's just we want to bring animated movies to the forefront. We feel like they kind of get lost sometimes, and I know we're all kind of, me and Caveman at least, are animated movie lovers. But that being said, there's still so many animated movies that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
So hoping that kind of draws our eyes to other movies that we might not have even thought of watching, to other movies that we've seen 20 times.
Right.
But trying to bring like-minded people onto the live stream every week, different guests, people who love these movies as well that want to talk about it. And in addition, we'll also have people who can't make the live stream. We'll have little 2-minute videos, clips of their thoughts on a certain movie we're talking about. Right now, we're thinking just a new movie every week, but it could be more than that in the future. We really don't know.
Right.
But yeah, so we are doing a lot of things in the background. Just
And
trying
just
to make
so
that as,
everybody knows that this is going to be the first movie that we're doing.
yes.
So if you do have thoughts on this movie and you would like to, participate or give your thoughts on it, just, record like a 90-second to 2-minute video, giving your thoughts on the film. You can send it to me on Instagram and I'll get it to read. So that way we can have more, audience kind of participation in it.
Yeah. Yeah. We want to,
We are going to do it for the weekend, considering it's like a Saturday cartoon kind of deal.
Yep.
But not everybody does YouTube on the weekend, either because they work or, personal reasons. So, yeah.
yeah, to his point, we're eyeing the weekend slot. We don't really have a time or day. It could be Saturday, it could be Sunday. But yeah, just kind of echo off what Caveman said, just kind of, Saturday cartoons kind of thing. We don't feel like there's that many live streams going on usually during the day or in the afternoon on Saturday or Sunday. So we thought that'd be a good slot for it. And it just made sense with the whole animated. But yeah, we want to, if you can get us a video on anything that we're going to be talking about, it'd be awesome. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We will have like promo videos for it and stuff coming out very, very soon. I wish I could tease it now, but I don't have it all uploaded to StreamYard, or else I would play it. But yeah, it is coming in the very near future, this month, most likely.
And we do plan on getting, we want the audience feedback.
Yep.
We're setting up, Reed's doing a really good job of setting up like a wheel spinning kind of thing to be able to help select the next movies that we're going to watch or focus on. But we would really like to have the audience's feedback on, what we're going to be doing. So if on our next video, when we do this and launch it with this, we may be asking, for your feedback either on what selections that we need to put on the wheel or whatever.
Yep. So I'll just thank you for bringing that up. So just to kind of tease it a little bit, we have like 5 different topics for animated movies, whether that's like adult themed, whether it's anime, whether it's DC, whether it's Disney. And we're basically putting 50 movies on a wheel. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin each wheel, each show, and then whatever movie gets picked on each wheel, we'll basically put it in a vote to the chat, and they can vote on which movie. And usually when other streams kind of do this thing, they're just holding up the movie and you're reading the title. Not only are we going to read the synopsis, but we're going to have the trailer for each movie, so the audience can watch the trailer and make their pick based off what they see in the trailer, instead of just what it's called or what the cover looks like. So we're trying to add it so people can get an idea and just make it a little bit more well-rounded. Just a thought. And again,
just so people know that this is requiring a lot of work from Reed in the background, because in order to do those trailer videos and not get dinged with the copyright, we may have to put in different music over it, or edit it so that the song isn't being sung during the clip that we're showing, stuff like that.
I think we might be okay with just like the trailer kind of stuff, but like definitely when we're talking about the video, we're not able to show certain clips, especially when it comes to Warner Brothers. They're just so hard on their copyright stuff. Not that like this is a money making thing by any means. I just don't want that to like get our stream shut down and
Right.
start getting strikes because of it. But yeah, it is kind of an undertaking, but we're trying to make it so that it's just better for everyone essentially. So we come prepared and we just kind of have something that flows, and it'll make more sense when you actually see it. But also, to his point, even though we have movies on the wheel, there's going to be movies that you guys are going to recommend that we don't have on the wheel, and I'm going to ask every show to have people recommend, and we will add it to the wheel literally on the
Right.
show. Yeah, it's a big undertaking. It's a lot to comprehend, but like I said, we'll have a promo video coming out and maybe even a video kind of showing what we're doing. But Mask of the Phantasm will be the first movie we will be talking about exclusively about, and then we'll go from
And
there.
just so everybody knows, I mean, we are going to be asking for audience input in the first thing, but since this is requiring a bunch of work in the background, we already do have the second movie chosen, but it's going to be requiring us to watch a bunch of extra movies, I think, and that is the Crisis. So yeah, I'll say something else, but I can't.
It's all good. Yeah, so we are planning on doing Infinite Crisis on Earth Part 1 as the second one. Like, we want it to be a weekly show, but it just depends, how everyone's feeling, if we have enough time to do all the work for each episode to make it legit. So it might not be every week, but there's still some things me and Caveman need to discuss, because we are thinking of other things in between those during the week. But I don't want to mention those until we talk about that.
Right.
But yeah, we got a
and
lot of cool stuff coming. That's what I will say.
The one reason why I think like we really want to focus on this or this genre is that, and I sent you that video or whatever about life lessons and stuff that people have learned from animated movies. What did he say?
He's like, it's crazy, but it's promo for them. Shaking my Thanks, Chris.
Yeah. So that's something that I would like to try to make sure we focus on, or we emphasize, or we get, if you do submit a video to us and a movie like say we're talking about The Lion King or something like that, and that may have been your first, Disney movie that you fell in love with or whatever, but there are some life lessons that are, in that you may have picked up on, didn't really realize it, when you're first seeing it when you were younger.
Yeah, life lessons or just lessons learned in there's so many in animated movies, and yeah, like
Right.
you said, when you watch it first as a kid, they kind of just go right over your head. You're just in it because it's animated.
Right.
So yeah, no, it's gonna be cool. But yeah, we are open to any thoughts and ideas. And like I said, if anyone wants to be a part of anything, if you love animated movies, if you're a huge Disney person, you want to be on every Disney one, let us know, hit us up. We're open for that. If you're big into DC, you're welcome on. You want to talk DC. Like, if you're huge into anime, you want to talk anime, like Chris, we want you on. Same thing with Cal. DC, anything.
Right.
It would be awesome. So, yeah, that's pretty much all we'll say about it now because it's still under wraps. But expect things to happen pretty soon here in the next week.
I do want to suggest that people, when they do see the trailer videos that come out, you know, feel free to comment on those videos, like if you want to, you know, participate or say,
Absolutely.
yeah, or even if you have a memory, you know, out of the first time you saw this film, you know, or any film that we're happening to be discussing coming up. If you do put that in the comments, we will find a way to be able to share and display your comments, you know, and even may even have some banter back and forth of, you know, what
Absolutely.
your statement means to us.
Yeah. I know if anyone's familiar with Bob's Blu-rays, you know, he did the Hall of Fame, Physical Media Hall of Fame. He always had people do little videos talking about whoever he had on. That's kind of what we were talking about with these little videos about a certain movie, is kind of the same kind of idea. And he even mentioned just the comments too. Like, we'd love to do that as well. And these promo videos will be on my YouTube channel. It'll be on Caveman's. He'll put it on Instagram. So there should be plenty of opportunity to comment if you don't see one or the other. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, that's
And
future stuff.
If I ever get out of the cave or get out of the ice age, I might host a live stream at some point.
Yeah.
But to start this off, you know, I want to get everything right, and so we're going to do it on Reed's channel.
Yep. And we're also in. I mean, this hasn't been official, but we have been in the talks of kind of going in on StreamYard, so that possibly in the future we could stream to both channels at the same time, or even more, depending on which guests are on. We'd be happy to stream it to their channels as well. You know, so just more stuff we're looking into, thoughts we have for the new year. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I know me and Caveman are going to have some things to chat about after the stream. I know I still got a bunch of stuff to show them, but that's pretty much it. I want to thank everyone for showing up. Thank you, Caveman, for being a part of it.
Thank you so much, and make sure everybody who's just may have found this either on the replay or whatever, make sure you subscribe to Reed. And if you throw me a subscription, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Subscribe to Caveman. Subscribe to everyone in the chat. I appreciate everyone sticking around. Chris, Cal, I know you staying here late in the night. Everyone who joined, I won't mention them all because I'll forget someone, so I'll feel bad. Right. But I appreciate it. Hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Later.
See ya.